Hey everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Uncle Dan's Best Bets. Happy Friday. We made it. I'm going to try and do this video a little quicker, trying to change it up, kind of trying to increase the views as this continues to pick up steam. Looking to get a sponsor for Uncle Dan's Best Bets. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel, closing in on 20,000 subscribers. We really appreciate it. Recapping last week, I'm giving away free picks. Tell your friends, tell your family. They're free picks and they are free winners. Because I'm not trying to say I'm the hottest gambler on the planet because I did that before and that backfired, but I'm definitely far from the coldest. 5-1 last week, nailed pretty much everything. We would have gone 6-0 if Josh Allen handles a snap from his goal line. But we were all over the team total of the Bears. We were all over the team total of the Dolphins. And the coup de grace, the top one. And Ian, I know you're watching. My friend Ian here, big-time Buffalo, long-time Buffalo Plus supporter. Told you the Packers, right? I said the entire world was on the Cowboys. So zig when everybody zags. Packers won it outright. So yeah. All right. So this week, I want to try and do a quicker video, fire through the picks. I got 7 this week. Again, 5-1 last week. 45, 35, and 1. 10 games over 500. That's the best we have been, I believe, in Uncle Dan's history. So firing through the picks real quick. I got a Thursday play. I will also tweet this out. So I know this video is coming out on Friday. I like the Titans +3 on Thursday in Lambeau. The Fighting Mike Vrabels have covered 7 straight. We've been on them several times on this run. I think the Packers coming off maybe an emotional letdown spot, but I think Tennessee's the more physical team than the Cowboys were when the Packers faced them. Packers wanted to run the ball. They did that well. The Cowboys eventually broke. I think the Titans stand up tall. Pretty much to me, Vrabel as an underdog is an automatic bet in my book. So I will take the Titans plus the field goal on Thursday. As for the games on Sunday, weather will be a factor. To what level, I don't know. I know the national media is talking about the Bills game. I don't also know where it's being played as of when I'm recording this. If it does get moved to Detroit or something like that, I still like this play either. Bills team total over 24.5. All right. So quick update. I recorded the majority of this on Thursday before the game was moved. So now I'm filling this in on Thursday night after we know the game has been moved to Detroit. So obviously this line has changed. It is now the Bills team total, which is 29. I still like it. I loved it at 24.5. I still like it at 29. I think the entire playbook will be open when the Bills go to Detroit. The offense has done some good things recently. I think Josh played a really strong game. He just had 2 boneheaded plays. I think Ken Dorsey gets back on track, so I will still take this play. Everything else still applies. Continue. The Browns defense, they are a sieve. They allow over 26 points per game, and I think the Bills get back on track in this one against a bad defensive team. Bills team total over 24.5. That's one of the lowest I have seen for the Bills this year. I don't care if there's 6 feet of snow on the ground. It doesn't seem like it's going to be snowing during the game. So I like the over there. This is no surprise. Giants -3. Some would argue that the Giants aren't a very good team. And to that, I would disagree. But I would understand your point. The one thing we can both agree on is the G-men beat bad teams and the Lions are a bad team. New York is 5-0 against the spread this season against teams with losing records. They are 4-1 ATS at home. Brian Daboll will keep cashing us tickets. We were on them last week. We will be on them again. This one stinks. Last week, it was my Packers play that stinks. Here's one for you. Commanders, Texans over 40. I'm just being honest. This game stinks, but it's one reason why. According to the Action Network, they're a betting site, betting app. I subscribe to them. You can kind of see where money is. You can see the amount of tickets, the amount of bets placed on a team, and the amount of money. Okay. So the over in this game is only getting 40% of the bets, but the over is getting over 80% of the money. So, Dan, why does that matter and why should I care? Okay, that means a lot of the public, you and me, normal bettors, are betting the under. So there are a lot of tickets that come in, but those tickets are a lot of $25 bets. $25 bets, $25. That's not going to move the line. The fact that there is way more money on this means that the bets that are coming in are large bets from sharps, which are pro gamblers, professional gamblers that bet large amounts of money. So that tells me that the sharps are on the over. We will follow the sharp money. We will take the over as much as I originally thought this game was an under. I'm just following the money. I'm telling you what I know, telling you what the stats are saying. Take the over. Commanders, Texans, over 40. We'll go back to the well again. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Bears, team total, over 22.5. I thought this was a typo the first time I saw this on DraftKings. Justin Fields has turned into a star, and the Bears offense is a wagon. In their last 4 games, they have scored 30, 32, 29, and 33 points. I don't know what I'm missing here, but now they're going to face a Falcons defense in a dome that just gave up 25 points to the Panthers. This may be a trap. But like we have done earlier this year, I will try and take the cheese before we get snapped by the trap. Bears team total over 22.5. Panthers, Ravens under 41.5. I saw this theory and we're going to ride with it. Shout out Frankie Borelli from Barstool Sports. His logic and his theory is that whenever a game has a spread of double digits, to take the under. And the logic is in this, and hear me out, that obviously Vegas is telling you that one team is just so much better than the other. So if that's the case, that better team should dominate the game. The other team, the team that's the big underdog, shouldn't even come close. So there's not a whole lot of points scored. Or you have the situation, the other way this happens, think about the Bills-Jets game a few weeks ago, where the underdog's defense plays outstanding and keeps it close. I'm going to try this logic. The Ravens, are 13-point favorites. I will take the under in this game. Something like over 60%. The under is hitting in games with spreads over 9.5 over like the last 20 years. So shout out Frankie Borelli. We will ride that at Barstool Sports and take the under. Cowboys -1. Here we have 2 teams coming off completely different emotional games. The Cowboys stunned in overtime by Green Bay, while the Vikings pulled off a miracle in Buffalo. I still believe Minnesota is a flawed team, and I think the Cowboys can bounce back. I correctly bet against Dallas last week. I will hopefully bet correctly on them this week for them to go into Minnesota. Doesn't really make sense why an 8-1 team is a home underdog. So it doesn't make sense. I'm taking the Cowboys -1. And finally, I got a teaser for you. Tease the Eagles down to -1 and the Raiders Broncos under up to 47.5. Philly lost on Monday night. I think that should refocus their attention. I don't see them dropping 2 games in a row, especially going up against a Colts team that may have just emotions swirling. They get the win last week, but it's against a bad Raiders team. So I was looking somehow. The Eagles are a 7-point favorite. I wanted to bet that down so I can get that down to -1. And then I was looking for something to pair it with. Denver's offense stinks and Vegas's, but their defense is really good. Vegas has all kinds of issues on offense. I'll tease that up. So I got under 47.5 and the Eagles -1. That's our first teaser of the season here on Uncle Dan's Best Bets. So those are the 7 plays I have for you as we look to continue our great season so far. Thanks for the shorter video. Again, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel. We'll keep our hats forward, focused. We're not going to get too big thinking that we went 5-1 last week. We're going to cruise again. We went back to the lab. You're only as good as your last week. So again, thank you for watching Uncle Dan's Best Bets. Free money. Been giving away free money. Tell your friends. Again, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Best of luck this weekend. We'll see you next time here on the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel.